In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the intake manifold on your Kia Optima, located under the hood in front of the vehicle. Let's get started. Using a 10mm socket, go ahead and loosen up the nut that holds the negative cable. Do not take it completely out, just get it loose. Once you do that, wiggle the terminal and just move it out of the way. We're going to start by removing the engine cover. Lift up on each corner and do the same in the rear. Get the cover out of the way. Next up, we're going to remove this intake tube. It's going to have two 10mm bolts. Using a 10mm socket, go ahead and take those out. Lift it up and slide it out. Next up, we're going to remove this intake tube. And for that, we're going to use a 10mm socket. And we're going to loose up this clamp. Do not take it completely out, just get it loose. Using a pair of needle nose pliers, we're going to go ahead and move this clamp. Go ahead and squeeze it and slide it in. After sliding the clamp, go ahead and grab the hose and slide it off. We're now going to be doing the same on this one. Next up, we're going to get this clamp loose. Do not take it completely out, just get it loose. Using a 10mm socket, go ahead and do that. Once you have both hoses off and both clamps loose, go ahead and grab onto the intake pipe and slide it out. Gonna be doing that over here, and we're gonna be doing the same on the top. Next up, we're gonna be removing these three 10mm bolts. Using a 10mm socket, go ahead and take those out. Next up, we're gonna move both of these clamps to disconnect these two hoses. Using a pair of needle nose pliers, go ahead and squeeze on the clamp and move it back. Now, being very careful, using a 90-degree angle pick, we're gonna go ahead and break loose these two hoses. You're gonna go ahead and get it in between. And just go around it. Like I said, being very careful not to break the hose. As you do that, you wanna pull out. Now we're gonna use a small pry bar and get the hose off. We're gonna do the same exact thing on the top one. Next up, we're gonna take the connector off right here, pry on the tab, and slide up. This is just gonna give us more room for when we get the intake manifold out. Now we're gonna remove this 10mm bolt. Using a 10mm socket, go ahead and take it out. Next up, we're gonna remove this 10mm bolt. Now we can move this upper radiator hose so we can get access to the map sensor and the throttle body harness. So go ahead and unplug those. Squeeze on the tab, slide it out, and do the same on the throttle body. Get those out. Next up, we're gonna remove this 10mm bolt that holds this harness in place. Using a 10mm wrench, go ahead and take that out. Now we can grab this harness and move it out of the way. Now we have more access to our throttle body. There's gonna be four 10mm bolts, two on the top and two on the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and remove those. And there's gonna be 2 more bolts at the bottom, so go ahead and take those out. Once you have those out, grab onto the throttle body, just move it out of the way. Next up, we are going to unplug these 3 connectors. Starting off with this white one, go ahead and pry on the tab and lift up. Next up, we're gonna do the big one. It's gonna have a tab, so go ahead and squeeze it and lift it, just like that. And now we can get to this third one. It's gonna have a squeeze tab on it. Do that and lift it up. Now that we have these 3 connections unplugged, using a 10mm wrench, we're gonna remove the 2 10mm bolts located right over here. And there's gonna be another one right over here. Go ahead and take those out. Using a 10mm wrench, crack them loose. And now take them out. And now move the bracket out of the way. Now we're gonna use a trim tool and we're gonna take this little clip off. Next up, we're gonna take this connector off. Now we're gonna move this clamp and remove this hose. Next up, we're gonna disconnect this, squeeze on the tab and pull the connector out. And move the harness away from the manifold. Next up, we're gonna take the dipstick out. We just need it so we can get access to some of the bolts. So go ahead and pull it out and put it in a safe location. Using a 12mm socket and a long stanchion, we're gonna go ahead and remove this bolt. Go ahead and take it out. Next, we're gonna remove this nut using the same tool. If we go over here, there's gonna be a bolt right in this hole. So using the same stanchion and a 12mm socket, slide it in and take that bolt out. If you have issues getting the bolt out, go ahead and use a magnet. Go ahead and use a magnet to take the bolt out. Next, remove this one. And now remove this one. Take the bolt out. Moving on to the vehicle, we're now gonna remove the 2 12mm bolts holding the intake plenum. Go ahead and take those out using a 12mm socket. And now take the other one. And now that we have all the bolts out, we should be able to grab the intake manifold and slide it up and out of the way. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the map sensor from the old intake manifold so we can swap it onto the new one. So go ahead and use a 10mm socket and remove that 10mm bolt. Take it out. Now grab onto the sensor, wiggle it side to side and pull it out. Move the old intake manifold out of the way. Now we can install the map sensor onto the new manifold. Line it up, push it in. Line it up with the hole and install the bolt by hand. Bottom it out. And now it is important that we torque it. We're gonna go to 8 foot-pounds. Before we go ahead and bring this to the vehicle, we just want to make sure that all of the O-rings that are included on the new manifold are nice and seated. So just go ahead and take a look, make sure that they're all nice and tight. We're gonna do the same on this side. Just go around, making sure that they're all in place. Now we're ready to bring it back to the vehicle. Now we can go ahead and slide the intake manifold in place. Making sure that we don't damage any of the seals. Being very careful, go ahead and slide it in place. Now we can go ahead and install the nuts that hold the intake manifold. We are going to simply put them on, and we're not gonna tighten them yet. If you use a small magnet, will help. So just get the nuts in. Just go ahead and get them started. Do not tighten them yet. Go ahead and do the same on the bolts. Get them in. Just get them started. With the help of a magnet, we're gonna go ahead and install the one that's deep in the center. So slide it in. Drop it in place. And now using the socket with a long extension, go ahead and just get it started. Using the magnet on this one too, go ahead and slide it in. Use the extension with the socket and just get it started. Now we're gonna go under the vehicle and install the 2 bolts that go underneath. Now we can go ahead and install the 2 12mm bolts that go here and here. Start those by hand. Now get them bottomed out. Now we're gonna torque them to 17 foot-pounds. Now that we have the bottom bracket torqued down, we're gonna go ahead and bottom out all of the bolts that hold the intake manifold in place. Do not tighten them all the way, just get it bottomed out. Now we can go ahead and torque them to 17 foot-pounds using the same order shown on screen. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Now we can go ahead and grab our harness and line it up with the top of the manifold. There's gonna be 3 10mm bolts. Go ahead and put those on by hand. Now we can go ahead and get these 3 10mm bolts snug. Do not over tighten, it could cause some damage. Simply get them snug. Now we can go ahead and connect our solenoid. Give it a little tug, make sure that it is in place. And now we can go ahead and install this hose. Go ahead and push it all the way and reinstall the clamp. Now we can go ahead and install this bracket onto the manifold. Line up the holes and install the two 10mm that hold it in place. Start those by hand. And now go ahead and get those snug. Do not over tighten these, it could cause some damage. When you bottom it out, go ahead and just give it a little more to lock it in. Now we can go ahead and get our connectors in place. Start by getting this clip right over here. Line it up and push it in. And now we can do the connectors. Starting with this one, go ahead and line it up and push it in place. Just want to give it a little light tug to make sure that it is in place. Do the same on the big one. Give it a light tug. And now let's do the same on this white one. And now we can go ahead and plug this in. Line it up and push it in. Give it a light tug to make sure that it is in place. Let's go ahead and install the dipstick. Go ahead and put this connector on. Line it up and push it in. Give it a light tug to make sure that it's tight. Now we can go ahead and install these two hoses. Start with the top one. Line it up. Push it in. Make sure that you bottom it out. Do the same on the small one. Reinstall the clamps. Before we go ahead and install the throttle body, make sure that this O-ring is nice and seated all the way around. Now we can go ahead and install the throttle body by lining it up with the holes. Grab one of the bolts, slide it in, and just get it started. And now we're gonna do the same on the three other bolts. There's gonna be two more right at the bottom, so go ahead and do those two. Using the 10mm socket and an extension, I'm just gonna use it to help me bottom them out. Now we're gonna go ahead and get those four bolts snug up. Do not tie all the way. Just get them nice and snug. Now we're gonna go ahead and torque those four bolts to 9 foot-pounds. Now we can grab this part of the harness, droop it over and under this hose so we can install the 10mm bolt that goes right here. Start it by hand. And now just get it snug. Now we can go ahead and install the 10mm bolt that goes right here. Start it by hand. And now go ahead and get it snug. Plug in the map sensor, line it up, slide it in. Make sure that it clips in place. Just give it a light tug to make sure that it is secure. Go ahead and plug in the throttle body by lining it up. Making sure that it clips in place. And just give it a light tug to make sure that it is nice and secure. Now we can install the 10mm bolt that holds the upper radiator hose. Line it up. And for this, we just have to get it snug. Now we're ready to install the intake tube. We're gonna start by sliding it on the throttle body. Make sure that you bottom it out. And now we can do the top. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and snug up our clamp. Do not over tighten this. This is only holding plastic. So just bottom it out. And we're gonna be doing the same on this one. Make sure that you bottomed out. Just get it nice and snug. Do not over tighten it. Now we can install this hose. Slide it in. Make sure that you bottomed out. And reinstall the clamp. Do the same on this one. Now we're ready to reinstall this intake piece. We're gonna go ahead and line it up in the back and slide it in. Line it up with these holes and start the bolts by hand. Go ahead and get them snug. Now go ahead and install the engine cover. Push it in. Make sure that it's nice and secure. Now we can install the negative battery back on. Get it nice and snug. And that'll be job done.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.